Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Buying cars off the side of the road, huh? Well, on the 9th of February, Forza released an article of 10 incredible new features coming to Forza Horizon 6. And on the 6th article, we had an interesting one. I will read it as the article reads. Discover rare aftermarket cars. Parked around the world are aftermarket cars, which you can test drive or add to your collection. These cars are often offered at discount, and they include some extremely rare and unique models to show off your garage. From the picture we can see a Porsche 911 Carrera RS, but it looks like it's got some little modifications which look amazing. My thoughts are, from the level of mods, I'm going to say this looks like a Forza Edition car. The rally type spots, and we have roll cage inside, we have some off-road looking wheels, so this looks like it's going to be an off-roading Porsche 911. However, if we watch back on the Forza Horizon 6 gameplay overview,
your car collection as you explore. Parked on driveways around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains and include some extremely rare and unique cars to show off in your garage.
They show the amazing Mazda MX-5 or Miata, if you will. They show that incredible, that insane creation, and they tell us all about the aftermarket cars. So this to me looks like, instead of winning the Forza Edition cars in wheel spins, in events, we have to find them. We have to explore the entirety of Japan to find these incredible Forza Edition cars. That, to me, is a good switch up. That's amazing. I know I'm probably really late to the game and people already know this. However, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about these aftermarket cars because I thought that's an incredible idea. However, it makes me question some things. Makes me think a little. Does that mean we're gonna lose barn finds? Are we finally gonna say goodbye to barn finds in the game? Barn finds have been in the game since Forza Horizon began. So when we were in Colorado, we were able to find these barn finds. However, when we got to number 5, we started just finding more run-of-the-mill cars. I know they're still special, but we're seeing more modern cars, which is okay, but does this mean that they are just going to flip the switch and make us find these incredible aftermarket cars instead of trying to find barn finds? Or are we going to get them both? This is excellent news because it means we get to explore the vast, amazing country of Japan and have a reason to do so. And if they're going to bring back bonus boards as well, we will have bonus boards, we will have aftermarket cars, we will have, hopefully, fingers crossed, we haven't seen anything about it, barn finds. If they do bring back barn finds, I really hope they make them a little bit better. Things were getting a bit modern, but they did show a few movie and TV show quotes in there with some bullet holes and some different sceneries. Sorry, future editor me, I was wrong. That was Forza Horizon 4 that did that the most, and they did have a few quotes from old British TV shows because we were set in Britain. So I was wrong. They actually did away with this in Forza Horizon 5, so I apologise. Back onto the video. Thanks for your patience, people. Because we're in Japan, we could have some incredible cars to find. We could find some incredible cars in the barn finds if we could. Yeah, I did say about them being too modern, but could we see cars like the Tommykaira? The incredible Japanese tuning company that took Nissan R34s and some incredible cars and made them look insane. Could we see cars from Top Secret? Could we have iconic cars owned by Smokey, Nagata, and things like that? Could we see some incredible cars on the aftermarket like RWB? Because again, Japanese tuning houses. Could we see the inclusion of Veilside That would be really cool. Just imagine we could get the Veilside RX7 like we see in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. That would be really cool if we could buy that as an aftermarket car. They could have that as the Forza Edition car. That would be really cool. In one of the still pictures and some of the videos, we do see an aftermarket looking Lexus LFA, which is pretty damn cool. So we probably are going to get that car as an aftermarket. We're going to get that Porsche Carrera RS as an aftermarket. We're going to get that insane Mazda MX-5 or Miata with the incredible modifications where the hood and the turbos are exposed. We're going to get that as an aftermarket car. I really want to see how many they bring into the game. If they bring about 10, that's reasonable. If they bring back 20 though, this is going to be their biggest map. So if we could have around 20, that would be insane. And then we can show off our collection. That would be sweet. That would be so nice. And the fact we can customize and show off our buildings, our properties, our garages means that we can have the cars out, show them off and be like, hey, look man, I explored the map. I went around Japan and found this gem. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I'm overthinking this. The thing is, I come across as a bit of a hypocrite in this video because I said that Forza Horizon 5 had too many modern cars in the barn find. Yes, that is a big hypocritical thing for me to say. However, for me, I've watched YouTube videos of abandoned Japanese cars for years from the likes of SAMMIT and many others. By the way, fun fact, my wife actually used to be friends with SAMMIT. That's absolutely bloody weird to think. But yes, SAMMIT would go around Japan finding these abandoned Japanese cars. So for this, it's very, very apt. It's very normal, and it's quite possible that we would see more modern cars abandoned in that way. In garages, on the side of streets, in the middle of nowhere, in barns, and just covered in dust, caked in dust. So it is not out of the question that we would find these cars in such disarray, dust, damage, and we would find these aftermarket cars randomly scattered around Japan or just in barns. I think this is more likely and more possible for a place like Japan. It makes more sense. We got more abandoned cars. I could be wrong, I don't know the demographic. However, I think that's what would be perfect for this game. I think this is where we really have the complete realness of the game because we have a big abandoned car region. So, I think this is excellent. However, I think this is a really good direction for Forza Horizon. I do find the fact that number 5 has been around for so long now, without much change, and, well, I think it became very stale after the first 2 years. This is the kick in the rear end that they needed. The ability to buy these cars, test drive them, add them to your collection when you find them in the incredible Japan. The entirety of Japan is really cool. We could find some cars in like Shibuya. I know I pronounced that really bad, I'm so sorry. Or find them on the passes around Mount Fuji. That would be so cool. I think this is the best news. I can't wait to see what they're going to add to this aftermarket cars, but I am excited. I am so excited. I think this would be really nice. And honestly, from the cars that we've seen in little sneak previews, like the Lexus LFA, look, that thing looks insane. The Mazda Miata, that thing looks wild, insane. And even that Porsche, even though it looks pretty subtle, it looks like it's an off-road monster. I think that would be really cool. I just want to see what else they can bring with us. They say it's going to be modified and aftermarket cars, specialized in certain ways. My hope is that they bring in some really iconic companies, some customizing companies, some tuning companies like Tommykaira, like Veilside, and Top Secret. I hope we can find that Top Secret S15 again. That has been in Forza before, so it's not going to be that difficult to bring it back. We could have that Top Secret, yes, we could have the Top Secret S15 back in the game, and we could have the Top Secret Toyota Supra. That would be awesome, like Smokey Nagata topped out in. That would be insane. I think this is perfect. This is my favorite feature. I know I'm about 2 or 3 weeks out of date, but this has excited me the most. I'm going to talk and break down some more things in Forza Horizon 6. I didn't want to just do one video. I wanted to break it down into many, because I just want to talk about it, because I'm an excited young man and I can't wait to play it. But that's another video. I'm so sorry for this sporadic amount of content just being dumped random places, but busy. Bought a house, got a concussion, done loads of things. Medically, I'm in a bad way, but we are on the move, people. You have a lovely day. Goodbye, my friends.